Franklin Library, but I'll talk about Sumner first. At both programs, you'll be working with adults. At Sumner Library, what they have is it's adult homework help. And for adults, homework help isn't commonly offered at a lot of places. So it's a really nice opportunity to be able to help adults with, I'm going to talk a little bit later about all the variety of things that they do there. The Sumner Library, like the Franklin Library, we both, last year we turned 100 and this year they turned 100. So we're sort of similar libraries in that way. They're old Carnegie buildings. To get to the Sumner Library, it's pretty easy. You just catch the light rail to the Target Field and catch the 19. So it's not too far from here. It's on the near north side. And Natalie will be your host there, and she'll help you get connected to the adult learners. And they're really, they're working on a lot of different things. You just can't imagine just coming into the library, people ask you for all kinds of help. So some are getting ready for college, or they've started college. And some are from other countries, or maybe they're struggling with their reading and things like that, so they need help with their homework. So you could be helping them with actual college homework. They could be coming from other adult learning centers that, like you've heard about. So they might be at a more beginning level and needing just extra help from their classes. To there's citizenship preparation, getting ready for the citizenship test or the high school diploma, the GED. And then nursing is another big one. A lot of our students are getting into medical fields, and so they've had some medical types of help. So it's the gamut, math. The story I'd like to tell is that Natalie would always tell is about a person that wanted to be a taxi driver. So that's how wide-ranging it can be. A man came in and he was getting ready for the taxi test, and he was new to the area, and I believe he was from East Africa, and he was trying to study for it. So they really helped him get ready for that test. I mean, you can imagine with the maps and getting to know the area and things like that. So anyway, it's a really wide range, but it's a really nice opportunity. Their hours, they are there the program runs from 4 to 7:45 on Mondays and Thursdays, and then on Fridays from 10 to 12. So, and I'll switch now to the Franklin Learning Center. We're also housed in the library. It's in the South Minneapolis neighborhood. We're on Franklin Avenue, and we're not too far from the U. You can take the number 2 bus, and it lets you off right by the library. So, but what makes our program a little bit different is, what's similar is that we both work with adults. Our program, we don't do homework help. We match students with their reading and math levels. So they come in, and you would be similarly working one-on-one with the students. When you come into the building, you'll go into the library, down the stairs, and then to the left you'll be in a room about the size of this room. And there are 5 staff, so I'm there, and then 4 others of us, and lots of other volunteers and adult learners. And so when you come in, we'll introduce you to your student, and you'll work directly with that person. The students are mostly from other countries. Some are from the US, about 10% are. We have many from East Africa, especially from Somalia. About 80% of our students are, and our students are from over 20 different countries. So it's kind of a wide range. Our ages too are 18 into their 80s. Our average age is the mid-30s. So, but please don't let that worry you. They really see you as mentors, and they're really excited to get working with you. And they're studying. And then their levels too. We do 2nd grade all the way to pre-college level. But a lot of our learners are about 2nd to 4th grade levels, so you'd be helping them with their reading and their writing, doing conversation. We do math if anybody's interested in that. You don't have to teach anything you don't feel comfortable teaching. But a lot of them are refugees and have had interrupted education, so math is really important. We're teaching basic, really life skill type math, basic addition, multiplication. We're lucky if we get into fractions. And for the GED, that also covers math, and that gets into pretty advanced algebra and geometry, so interested in that. I talked a little bit about citizenship. At our site, we help adult learners get ready for citizenship. This is your test. Last year, we had 65 people pass, so it's kind of an exciting moment. Have any of you ever worked with or known anybody that has received their citizenship? Or, yeah, did you talk about it? Or lots of you. That's great. Anyone want to say anything about it? Or I can tell you a little bit about the test. It's very expensive. It costs $700. They get 2 chances, and it's pretty much an oral test. So you would be helping them. You'd be working one-on-one, helping them get used to the questions. They meet with an immigration officer in Bloomington, and they have to memorize 100 civics questions. And we give you the answers, so don't worry. You'll know some of the answers, but some of them might be new to you, or you'll remember them from the past. They also have to, it sounds very easy, but for our learners, often they're very, very beginning, and they have to read a question aloud, and then the interviewer will ask them to write the sentence, which sounds, not hard, but for our learners, they really practice for a long time at it, because they can be just at a very beginning level. And they're also checking for their English level and things like that. So anyway, but it's exciting when they get their citizenship. We ring the bell and announce it, and it's really fun. The other thing we do is GED preparation. And are you all familiar with they changed the test this year for the high school diploma? I don't know if any of you heard about it. So it's a little bit harder, and it's all on computer. Before it was all pen and pencil. And for our adult learners, often they're older, so it's for some it's no problem at all, but for some it's really a challenge because they have to write on the computer, use an electronic calculator, or a virtual calculator, I should say. But anyway, so some are getting ready for the GED test. A little bit about our adult learners. We have one student, he's a basic reader, and he's been coming for 3 years. A lot of them come for a fairly long time, and he's just amazing. His level has just gone up just a little at a time, but we've really, over those 3 years, have seen it go up, and to see somebody to come back day after day and really struggling with reading is amazing. For the longest time, we're just trying to talk about the difference between a consonant and a vowel. That was a really big concept for him. And now he really has that down, and we're doing short and long vowels, and he's asking us questions about things, so he's really noticing his reading. But he's one student. Another student who's a little bit more advanced, she's from East Africa, and she's just amazing. I just interviewed her yesterday. When you're working with adults, they have really busy and full lives, and when they come, they're really excited to work with you and want to really move on in their education. For her, she has 7 children, I found out. She has been in the United States for 5 years, and she goes to 2 schools. She gets up at about 5 in the morning and gets her kids off to school, and goes to her first school, and then comes straight over to the Learning Center, and in the afternoons when we see her. And then she goes home and gets dinner and gets the kids home from school, and then she goes off to her job. And then gets back home again about 8 or 9 o'clock at night and tries to do her homework for her class. So anyway, just so you know that the adults or the kids that you're working with, they are just amazing. They work so hard, and the other thing about her is that she has a husband, and he is working as equally as hard, and he works and actually goes to our school too. So, but they're just really amazing people and work really hard. I think I'll cut it short from there. For the Franklin Learning Center, we're open 5 days a week. We're open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 to 4:30. And then on Fridays and Saturdays from 9 to 5. So you can come in. We're pretty flexible with schedules. And I think that's it. Any questions?